Next.
Let's check out the cemetery. I don't recall there being a cemetery in the other Burlington.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's all kinds of shit. Now, also, you notice that the cemetery is one turnoff. There is another turnoff that you can actually see what the building is because it's only a 30-meter car road to the other building. But I will first start with the cemetery.
As in, you're talking about the turn off to the left to the dance hall?
That's right.
Or is there a separate one to that as well?
No, that's the one to the dance hall.
Okay.
Here's what the graveyard looks like, and yes, it's a little bit foggy in there during the daytime for some reason. And I will also cover the external shot of the dance hall. It looks like it's not open yet, but you do hear instruments in there, possibly practicing or whatever.
I don't see a graveyard.
The graveyard. Oh, sorry. Move out.
Oh, up the top there.
Yeah, the top is the graveyard, and then underneath the picture of the home, the floor plan of the home is the dance hall. And yes, it's an actual 1950s fucking dance hall, because Google.
Wander through the graveyard, checking out the...
On one of the tombstones, there's all kinds of different names. By the way, the cemetery is called the Boneyard.
Really?
Really.
Is there a barman serving drinks?
Sadly not. It's a freakishly old and large cemetery with lots of crypts and things like that. It's surrounded by a spiky metal fence with gates. The gates don't have a lock on them, and here and there the fence has got like bars missing, so slipping in and out through multiple points, not really a problem. Also, what's even weirder or more creepy is you can hear occasional strains of music from the dance hall that kind of sound a bit disjointed and stuff like that because, you know, they're coming from a distance. And one of the gravestones that normally would just say, "I told you I was sick," has the words "Bad Wolf" painted on it. I'm sure there's other clever gravestones that I may figure out in the future, but for now, that's where you're at. And yes, the "I told you I was sick" is apparently a real life gravestone because some people just can't let shit go.
Okay. Does the fog get thicker anywhere? Or
No, it looks like it's just a spooky ass cemetery. This is the kind of cemetery where people don't come to visit their loved ones. They come because they want to have their first experience in Satanism. Hey!
Check out the crypts, see if there's anything of interest.
Yeah, they're all locked up and stuff like that, but you know, there probably isn't. It doesn't look through the bars of some of them. It doesn't look like there is, but you're thinking that if there's ever, you know, going to be a time when you need to go hide in a crypt, you probably badly fucked up at some point. Or you come here to drink along with those sexy teens. Just Glenn showing up with some beer.
Is there any, looking at the dates and things like that on them?
They go back to like the 1800s.
Okay.
Does the fog look like the same kind of fog as the grandfather clock?
Card, yeah.
So, okay, so it's a bit more of a smoky fog.
Yeah.
I am going to try a gust of wind to blow the fog away.
She begins chanting and casting a spell. Do you have gust of wind or some shit?
I do.
No. Roll willpower times 3. Roll first.
And then I get,
See if your magic can
go.
work.
Hey.
Be sure to take a check in willpower if you don't already have one.
Yes.
And then roll your gust of wind spell.
No.
All right. Hey, you got checking willpower out of it.
Could walk around and see if we can tell where the fog's coming from.
You do so. It just seems to be one of those kind of low-lying, clingy fogs that should have been burned off by the sunlight, but maybe it's on a time delay or something.
Okay.
Weird and spooky. I mean, it's not so thick that you can't, like, hey, I'm having trouble finding around. No, you can still walk around stuff. It's thick enough that somebody can spring out at you here and there, but other than that, you're fine. This is the kind of place where you're glad you didn't encounter the angry Viking. I have found you in the graveyard. You know, that would suck.
Yeah. Okay. Done here?
You seem to be.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Let's
to?
go check out the dance hall.
No worries. You guys go in. They're not thrilled to have like people watching them practice, but they're not kicking you out either. You notice that this guy here is the main singer. Some of you may or may not feel you've seen him somewhere before. I do not know.
Memory?
I don't know if you were there or not. So, good luck. That's all you.
As in the asylum, the big band in the asylum.
There you go. Fucking take 2 cards. Yes. That's a hell of a reach. I don't know. Were you guys in the asylum at all?
No.
This is
What's
why,
the asylum?
This is why we don't do memory rolls. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll end up in one eventually. It'll be fun.
The asylum was a small zone that we found ourselves in a while ago. I was with Doc Fulton and Alex Kinley, so it made for an interesting time, especially the baby glove. But anyway, we found shadows of Yana in there, or what we think were shadows of Yana, or splinters off Mildred.
Could you explain the baby glove thing to them? Otherwise, it may keep them
Nope.
up at night. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's okay.
You don't want to know. Let's just say that they're... Have you seen Train Spotting?
Nope.
All right.
I haven't.
Oh, you did the whole thing with the baby crawling on the ceiling, exactly like out of Train Spotting.
I've never seen that movie.
That
Oh,
just
okay, you
came
just found it.
also originally.
I don't know.
You just found the image of it, did you? And you liked the image of it.
I don't know. If you didn't see a picture of it, then it may come from my own fucked up mind. I don't know where my shit comes from. Was there
Anyway.
a picture of it?
I thought you had a picture like the baby crawling on the ceiling with the head.
Oh, okay. Well, then if I had a picture of it, I probably found the picture somewhere and said, "This'll do."
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, one of the characters in Train Spotting. I can't remember if he was had the DTs or he was high or having a bad trip.
That's a hell of a thing to see on a bad trip.
Anyway, let's just say that Alex made a glove.
The look on his face.
Yeah. Anyway,
There's a
but
reason why.
we did find a statue, as in of the head of Janus. But it was the more traditional Greek style of the 2 faces either side.
There was a lot of useful shit in there that is still coming around and stuff.
Yep, and I think Doc's still doing his Mecha Doc. Still got his thing to do Mecha Doc that we got half from there.
I think he's only done Mechadoc twice ever or something. Maybe 3 times.
Yeah, it's usually to fight Shoggoths. The 2 times I know of is to fight Shoggoths.
So, where
right.
to?
But yes, so, and there was also a section we went through where there was a big band playing and people, it looked like it was like World War II or something. Blackout curtains on windows, big band playing, people in military uniforms, dancing. There was a dance competition where you could win I can't remember what it was a piece of furniture anyway.
And this guy was there?
This guy was the conductor. Yeah, he was the band conductor there.
So do we think that he's Adora?
No, we're
just,
seeing there's a lot of stuff here that appears to be taken from other zones. That whoever put this place together has gone, I'll have something from here, something from here. Not just from other zones, from zones that our group have been involved in.
The sad thing is it all fucking makes sense on some level. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Which does make me worry about my mental health at times.
Yes. When we were driving and getting chased by the Viking, was it the West Road that there was the walking path? Was that where the walking path was that you saw? There was a couple. You could take a left turn or a walking path or something.
That is exactly right. There's a right-hand turn, yeah, that has not been investigated yet.
Yeah, 'cause you took the left one, I think.
No, he went straight to the turnaround.
Oh, went straight. Sorry, yeah. Straight to turnaround. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, So yeah, do we want to take the turn off on the West Road?
Yeah, there's nothing else at the dance hall.
Not yet. According to the sign, it opens at like 8 or something.
Come back later.
No worries. You guys go along. You end up parking your car unless, well, okay, let me not assume, Scott, it's a footpath. Would you like to say, fuck you, and drive your pickup truck with the 2 people in the back holding on precariously through the fucking footpath and just scream, fuck you, trees?
Go park.
Okay. You guys take the footpath and you go through and you find this strange object that's to the right of the dance hall conductor. And
any sign of horses?
No, it's rather odd. It's surrounded by light trees and a small clearing, and it glows faintly.
Really? Same glow as the bottom of the pool?
Kind of, in that they're both glows, I guess. It's kind of, maybe.
Let's poke it with a stick.
Right. He goes, gets a stick, pokes it, he disappears. What do you 2 do? He's just gone.
I shall. I shall.
You guys spend the next half hour laughing your asses off.
I don't know. Did he leave his backpack in the pickup truck? Probably.
No, he carried it with him because he never fucking leaves it anywhere. Even if it makes sense to leave it somewhere else, like, I'm going to lug this through nature.
Sprinkle the contents through the forest.
That would have been awesome.
All right. I'll call him on the bracelet.
There's no answer.
Okay. All right. So he's gone. Do I get a?
He's gone forever.
Does it just ring out, or do I? Is it the same thing as when Dana stepped through the gate and she was stuck like a fly in amber? As in, it's it didn't
How would you like to rate that?
As in, it didn't connect, as opposed to.
I have a drunk of Glenn. I tried to call him.
It just ring a ring a ring a ring a ring a ring a ring.
All right, so
there's no reply at all.
Let's assume. All right, so it's most likely a gate, and he's stuck there midway through, just like what happened to you.
You two then decide to go on and lead happy lives elsewhere.
That's right. Leaving him stuck.
Sherlock
there.
Holmes became an accountant and went on to.
Shall we?
Let's go pick up a
Yep.
stick.
I was gonna touch it.
You're watching her harvest a stick. She's like, this stick will work. Are you just going to touch it, or you want to wait and get a stick, or what do you want to do, Pete?
No, I'm just gonna touch it.
Right, Pete disappears. It's you alone with the stick. You realize if you make a break for it now, though, everything can be yours. The pickup truck, everything.
Everything could be mine. This pickup truck only.
You can ride up front like a person. Woo!
But who's gonna drive it for her?
I'll go in.
You poke it with a stick, and you
Yep.
all take your hands off at the same time. It looks like the only thing that happened is you're all together. You all are there at the exact same time, and it's not glowing. And you're like, yay!
Is the truck there?
And she walks off down the path.
It's not in eyesight. I'm assuming.
Correct.
Where it is.
But she's going to
So
go
this-
find out. Off she goes. She will know
weird.
first.
Does the hitching rail and the area around it look the same?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Do I have new tarot cards?
Nope.
Mm.
No.
No. You search through, you spend 3 days looking through your bag for, but don't find any. No.
I chase after Dana.
All right.
Yeah. Walk after him.
No problem. You hear Scott puffing and huffing as he's like running, and it shows you walking, and you're going at the same speed, and he's got this huge bag of shit, and he's like, you get there, and somebody has stolen your pickup truck. And what's worse is West Main Street has been ripped up and replaced with a dirt road that looks like it's been there forever. And it goes that way and that way. Like back toward town or toward the turnaround.
Let's go towards town, I guess. Unless you guys wanted to go to the turnaround.
To town.
You guys
Good town.
head back into town. You pass the cemetery, and where the dance hall used to be is now the Bobcat Saloon. And looking over, everybody give me a Sandy roll, unless you have space-time distortion maxed out, in which case you're used to this kind of nonsense. Meaning Pete.
Of course.
Pete looks with hatred at this town. Yeah, he's like, yeah, fuck you, town. And you, this is the flavor of the main street. Yeah. Right and down.
Bobcat Saloon, where the dance hall was.
A lot of horse shit around, and horses. No cars. A lot of people dressed up as cowboys for some reason.
Appears we've gone back in time.
Aye. Oh, was there pictures or something?
Yeah, you're on the page with the pictures. They're underneath Long's clothing in the fire department
Okay,
and the A&W.
down there.
Mm-hmm.
Can I borrow your horse?
Give me a fast talk roll, you ask somebody.
I'm assuming the road is not.
Dirt road. With
Yeah,
horse
and there's
shit.
no fire hydrant.
No fire hydrant, sorry. Like I said, these are pictures for the flavor. It's the best I
Yeah, I
can
know.
find.
I'm just clarifying because who knows with some of the places we go to.
Glenn got somebody to lend him his horse and stuff, and the guy's like, "Oh, yeah, take care, partner." Moseys off.
Thank y'all.
Right, now Glenn has a horse. Would you like to load your huge thing of gear onto it?
It's on my back.
Okay. The horse looks at you and snickers. And so, where to?
tiny or small primitive land?
Small, I think.
Yeah.
Let me check. Small primitive land, e.g. horse.
This horse is defective.
The horse, you get on it, you try to make it go, it just stands there.
Yeah, you guys try this one. It doesn't like me.
All right. I talk soothingly to the horse. And I know, I don't get it either. I know. What would it be under?
Small primitive land?
What would it have been under before? Because it wasn't brought down.
Got to
Right.
bring
Right.
it down. Oh, the before skills are gone. You had like 3 months of notice on them, and then they went away.
Okay.
You had it at least do it for a living, if not higher, didn't you?
Yeah, you were the one that actually knew how to ride.
Yeah, you had really good ride and animal handling horses.
Yeah, you might want to contact Freddie and beg him to go into the old sheets.
There are backups. There is a backup of your character sheet, so Freddie
yeah.
can get the.
Yeah,
Freddie can get
beg
doors
him
for you.
to take mercy
What
on
was
you.
small what?
So any of your vehicle things.
Yeah, small
Yeah,
primitive
but
land.
what was
Oh, small
category?
primitive land is horse riding.
Okay.
Is what horses come under.
Hmm.
And I have, because I'm me, a paper copy. So
Yeah, well, like I said, get Freddie to help you move your shit.
all right.
All right,
All right.
the
There
horse
we go.
likes her fine. Okay.
Is there a Clems on the main strip?
Oh yeah.
All right. I think I'm about timed out as far as what I hear the natives.
I was gonna say, since you guys have made it to the middle of town, of course you may not be here next session, but I was gonna say, since it's we've already gone a bit overtime because you guys were into it, do we want to go ahead and end here and you can redo?
Just want to go into Clems and get the zone designation.
Burlington 2.0,
Ooh.
Oh.
Ah, interesting.
and then he gives the warning thing again.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to check before we...
Just one more thing.
Just one more question.
To who?
Want to go to the lake and look out at the fort.
It's still there. The only difference is there's no like boat dock for fishing stuff. There's no boats in the lake. It's completely unspoilt by humans, and that's there's no road around it. There's no beach thing. It's just nature.
The fort is still a ruin.
It looks exactly the same, actually.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird.
All right.
Anyway, end of mission card play. Yeah, it wasn't really a prestige mod. You guys did a lot. Oh, please don't discuss this stuff until Monday. But you guys did a lot better against the Viking than the other guys. He actually managed to kill one of the PCs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were on
Dang.
foot. And didn't fucking run. They were like, let's attack. And I said, cool. So, yeah. They tried the half-ass attack. One of them went full-ass. The others went half-ass. Everybody was like, we're fucked. So, anyway, yeah, he's a bad
Want
customer.
to knock you out and chop you to pieces with my axe.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, let's see. Before we end for cards, who's got ideas for a name for the session, if you please?
If it's not too much of a giveaway, Burlington 2.0 is what we did.
think I've got that as one of the names of one of the sessions already.
Viking clown.
Nice. Take a card. What have you other guys got?
729 Kewpie Dolls.
That gives away even less.
Yeah.
How do you spell Kewpie?
That's right, basically. Is it?
Is it with a C or a K or a Q? The English language is bad.
I want to say it's Kewpie.
Let's look on is that what the internet says?
Yep.
Kewpie doll.
Kewpie.
Yeah, you were quite right. Kew pie. Cool.
I've also seen him spelled Cupie.
Those are the knockoffs.
Okay, 729 Kewpie dolls. Card for Scott. Pete, what have you got?
I already gave you one.
Oh, sorry. Who didn't? Sheila didn't give me one.
Fine weather.
Which one do you guys like best?
I think the Kewpie doll one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's specific and meaningless.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It actually has, it's a clue, but
Yeah.
only if you know what the fuck you're looking for.
Play. All right, I'm playing a cram course after discarding 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
One hero point at 10% to any of their skills which are at base learn. Any skill has been chosen may not be checked.
All right. Let's see. Pete, what have you got to say to the studio audience out there?
I need sleep.
Mm-hmm. Scott, what have you got to say to the studio audience out there?
Keep chucking those balls.
And Sheila.
Thank you.